And we say greetings, this is Kabanka Pyramid representing the Lion Voice Vlog. Make sure that them check it out and stay tuned. See? Rastafari blessings every time.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat, we are Jaja soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lamb's voice. Now put it, I Jollifer said that.
I think not just me being a huge Bob Marley supporter, him being a big example and inspiration to I over the years. But not just musically, but also how he established the business aspect, which is, I think, an underrated reason as to why Bob Marley's legacy is so powerful.
Yes, key.
Because Bob Marley being an exceptional musician and songwriter, but he was not the only one at the time. But what Bob was able to do, probably better than anybody else at that time, was to establish the business aspect and to control every aspect of making his music. So I think being there, it gave me a whole heap of clairvoyance as to how important that is. The fact that Fire could have own his own studio for make song, him own a rehearsal studio for practicing song, him own a vinyl record factory for press the records, him own record shop to sell them back, him own record delivery truck to go around Jamaica and make sure everybody have him records to make more money off it and to get a greater support. So him really show you say, yo, you have to really dig in and do work and not just making music.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabet is giving birth in a place called Ergersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. Lich Tafari's father, Ras Makunin, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Makunin is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Makunin knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Lich Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting, and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwesi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
So, I'm a creative industry attorney by my profession, so I deal with the music industry on a different level. What were the economics that was sustaining the eye during this rise? Once you left the Hope Zoo and you put your fullness into music? How was the I able to survive? Because I know the struggle for our artists there in Jamaica in particular, all over the world, but in Jamaica in particular, how was they able to balance just life and then being a creative?
Yeah, some of that free flow for a minute, but some like hustling and even one time we used to have some herbs, some like herbs at juggle and but then we start work at Bob Marley Museum.
Okay,
So I really that now we feed the music from that time and the livity different from anything else coming in.
because I tell all of my clients, keep your day job. That is one of my slogan. If you want to be a creative, keep your day job because there's no one that's gonna invest in the eye more than the eye, and you need a income stream to be able to build your dream, to build your vision. Very crucial. And one of the things that hurts independent artists is because they feel they are artists now, they can't work. And may I tell them, say you're really stagnating your growth because you need the more income that you can work within a day job is the more you can invest into your art, into your studio time, into hiring people who can help, your marketing, if you're paying for ads, but the whole machine you're responsible for as an independent artist. And you need funds, whatever that funds is, every person have a different heights. We just interview a brethren named Rasai Kula, who is an artist. He tours Europe every year and he funds everything through his farm. You know, he's a
Okay.
farmer. Yeah, man, in farm on a major scale. And the first time he ever went to Europe on tour, I'll send you the interview. He paid for all of his band members. He booked his own venues. He did all of the thing there himself, because he could, because he had income from his farm. So I just want artists, especially Rastafari artists, and because I know a lot of young artists are gonna watch this, to know that the eye is your biggest investor to start out with. And you hear the brethren say he had a job, he was working, and there's no shame in a honest day's work. Is the shame is if you let that consume your purpose and you don't fulfill your purpose, you don't invest to reach your purpose. That's the sin. The sin is not working and having a job. You know what I mean? So, but continue. What was that experience like working? And I know Dottie Bookman worked at Tough Gang too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they didn't know that.
Yeah,
He
man.
worked at the
That's when
museum.
we read nine book.
Yeah, okay, yes, yes, yes,
We
yes.
read it.
Yes, yes. So what was that like working for the Bob Marley Museum?
I'm want to tell you say at this moment in time it's still there.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
give
to show
thanks.
you the fullness of what you're talking about and the accuracy of what you're talking about. Cause I did it on a part-time level juggling with the music in order to fund not just the music but other things as well. And then just really starting to see dividends coming in from the music, me able to combine that now and then it helped me to reinvest into the music
Exactly.
itself. So being there whenever I'm there is a great honor. Whole heap of great ones passed through the yard, of course, past and present. Whole heap of history. I think not just me being a huge Bob Marley supporter, him being a big example and inspiration to I over the years. But not just musically, but also how him established the business aspect, which is I think an
Key.
underrated reason as to
Yes.
why Bob Marley legacy is so powerful.
Yes. Key.
Because Bob Marley being an exceptional musician and songwriter, but he was not the only one at the time. But what Bob was able to do, probably better than anybody else at that time, was to establish the business aspect and to
Aile.
control every aspect of making his music.
Aile.
So I think being there, it gave me a whole heap of clairvoyance as to how important that is. The fact that Fire could have own his own studio for make song, him own a rehearsal studio for practicing song, him own a vinyl record factory for press the records, him own record shop to sell them back, him own record delivery truck to go around Jamaica and make sure everybody have him records to make more money off it and to get a greater support. So him really show you say, yo, you have to really dig in and do work and not just making music.
Really.
I think being there is a constant reminder of that. So,
Mighty. And I always use Bob Marley as a example, you know, because as the I say, people don't talk about the business side of Bob Marley, just like people don't talk about the business side of His Imperial Majesty, you know, who had several businesses. There's a strain of Rastafari that is anti-business, you know, and I tell these ones that they are completely off course. They are completely in opposition to the reality of this trad and this kind of mentality that we must be poor, or that you're not a real Ras unless you're in the hills barefoot and a sip off of the trees, which we give thanks for the bird eye imple them and that tradition. But in terms of this liberty, you know, this liberty come with business acumen. This liberty come with discipline, you know what I mean, timeliness, you know what I mean, professional conduct, you know what I mean, as you say, being able to navigate these spaces with the officials, them the highest of official to, you know, the garrison, you know, same type of order where you conduct yourself. So I'm so glad that the I, you know, is articulating this as a younger youth.
What do you have to tell the people about Rastafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering line of the tribe of Judah. I left himself. Where's rightful ruler? Hey yo! Yeah! Hail them high, hail the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them comes without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill the lion where come conquer Judah tribe.
Who?
Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come to tell them in a Toronto, straight to Ethiopia, them youths them want go. Look how we tell them in a Jamaica. I listen, I see the Almighty Creator. So then we tell all the youths in Rome, only one man can sit up on David's throne. From ancient time, them prophesies about how the Almighty would arise. Some say him would have come from the sky. Someday, some people love it, tell the people pure lies. From ancient time, them a try make you believe you can't see heaven till you die. They told you that heaven's in the sky. Come to tell them you've been tricked by the lies. Come to tell them that the devil wearing a disguise, acting like a holy man, a planning evil enterprise. Blessed bombs and bombs, gas from sky. Come with cash, couldn't buy Rastafari. Cause he's the head without fear. Mussolini don't try, test them hang him up in a the square. So me tell them in a Italy, I listen as he mean powers of the Trinity. And then me tell them in a London, I listen as he higher than the Queen of England. And then me tell them in a Trinidad, I listen as he I am higher than a sky god. That's when me tell all the youths in Rome, don't figure them locks long no more scissors and combs. Hey yo, the people them searching for the truth, so me tell them, say them got to seek it from the root.
You try to get our youths.
Tell the ghetto youths.